Hey friends, Pastor Sam here, just chilling in the war zone. What you see over my shoulder is the Deer Park Refinery fire. And it's March 19th, just to put all this in focus for you. The commies are doing this, okay? The commies are doing it. This is a counterattack for the cyber attack, which I believe to be a U.S. cyber attack in Venezuela, targeting the Guri Dam and collapsing the grid in a soft effort to force Maduro out. I believe the United States did that. I believe that Guaido was complicit with that, the interim president of Venezuela. That's speculation. Continuing with speculation, do recall, this is coming from someone who has studied insurgency and counterinsurgency, someone who has studied the rules of warfare that these reckless Antifa types, that these anarchists do. And I have some other videos on the origins of Antifa and the origins of anarchy and anarcho-communism in America. Feel free to look that up at the bottom of my site, way down at the bottom. Some of my earliest videos having to do with the roots and history of Antifa. I'm telling you, they did this. They did this. This is the second refinery in 2 days to catch on fire. Now it's its third day burning, and the fire, although it was under control, intensified during the night, and it's even worse than before. Before that, so this is the 19th, I believe that was the 16th, and then on the 15th in Baytown, down towards Galveston, there was another suspicious refinery fire. This happened right after the Venezuelan power grid collapsed. But there is another important cyber attack, and this being a cyber attack, we know somebody did it, okay? There is no plausible accident. The refinery fire happened at Norsk, the cyber attack happened against Norsk Hydro, one of the world's largest aluminum producers. One nation where they have a strong presence is our ally, Brazil. Norsk Hydro's stock had gone down 40% because they had a court-ordered shutdown of their plant in Brazil because of possible environmental damage after a flood to the facility. Now that may be, it may not be, but here's the deal in Brazil. There were anarcho-communists in control of the government before the current president, Jair Bolsonaro, won the election, survived his assassination attempt, very narrowly survived that. And today, on March 19th, he's meeting with Donald Trump. And one of the things they're talking about is Venezuela. Anytime we talk about the sandbox wars, the excuse, and I was against those, I'm against the whole Milt Bearden, Charlie Wilson's war, sandbox disaster and all the drug trafficking that comes from it. I'm against that. I've been outspoken against that. But the excuse always was, look, we can fight them over there or we can fight them over here. If we don't defeat them over there in Iraq and in Afghanistan, they're going to be here in the factory yelling "Mula Mula Camel Bomb" and cutting people's heads off, which of course has happened to some degree. Why do we not see that this is the case with Venezuela? The Venezuela crisis is the border crisis. It is the caravan crisis. It's also in Nicaragua and some few places like El Salvador where they've elected a Palestinian president of El Salvador. He'll take office in 3 more months. Very, very dangerous. It's all one crisis, guys. And the president is right. He said we have the opportunity to rid the hemisphere of socialism. But we're going to have to fight these troublemakers that are lighting our refineries on fire. We're going to have to fight them here. We're going to have to fight them at the border. We're going to have to fight them in Central America. And we're going to have to fight them in Venezuela. All the rest of the world is already behind this. As far as it not being a security issue for the United States also signed the OAS Inter-American Letter of 2001. In that letter, all the member states unanimously agreed that any breach of democracy in a member country is a threat to the security and the stability of the Americas and of the hemisphere. It is a threat to our security. And we need to step in, and we need to quit soft pedaling our stepping in. We need to just ramp up the military pressure, Get it out in the open. It's already in the open here in Pasadena, Texas, and Deer Park, Texas. It looks like we are in Iraq right now, and it's because of anarcho-communists. Step up, Americans, from the United States of America and the rest of the Americas. Let's help our brothers. We'll get rid of these socialists, and it may be a wonderful world tomorrow. I'm Pastor Sam. Thanks for joining me.